sponsored by Petland.
7/29. Easter's just a few days away, and to mark the occasion, Ron from Petland, Iowa City is focusing on tips for bunny care. So he brought us some beautiful, they're called lions?
Lion heads.
Lion
yeah,
head
because they'll have
bunnies.
a nice big mane around that neck area.
And you see these ones a lot at like fair competitions and stuff, right?
Yeah,
the lion heads.
They'll be a purebred. Yeah, people will enter in the 4-H fair and all that.
Yeah, and so with Easter here, a lot of people, want to get their kids, bunnies as pets because they're so cute and it's festive. But, we just want to start this off by saying they're a big commitment, just like a cat or a dog. I mean, they live to be, 6, 7 years old. It's a big commitment, and you have to take care of them. So let's talk about what that care looks like.
Well, yeah, and that commitment that you're talking about, some people will say, well, I want a dog, and then the rest of the family goes, is that like too much and all that?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just go down in size is the general rule of thumb. So these are going to be easier than a dog. Cats are just so easy. So I don't know if I'm going to go there.
Maybe more fun than a cat for some kids?
Yes, a little more interactive and all that kind of a thing. And they're a little bit more like, maybe I say hamster, and you go, oh, that's a little too small. Hamsters are easy to take care of. Bunnies are the next step up kind of a thing. Like you said, make sure you understand it's 5 to 7 years. So what's your family going to be like in 5 to 7 years? Kids going to be gone or anything like that? So those are the considerations there. Tell us about your experience with a bunny.
Yeah, I had a bunny as a pet when I was a kid. They make wonderful pets. His name was Charmer, and he was so cute. And he was litter box trained.
Yeah.
Like a cat, he had open range of the house. We would just let him out of the house, and he would run around like a cat or a puppy and just go back to his litter box. He would lay in my bed with me. I mean, they're great pets.
Yes, and I love what you just said, because that's where the bunnies are so great, and people will put them in the cage and not interact with them.
You can train them.
No, get them out. Yeah, you can train them. You can train them to roll over, all sorts of different things.
You can do tricks. They have big personalities.
Yes, and so that is really cool about bunnies, that they're more interactive, trainable, litter box training, less maintenance, so that's nice there. So some of the care for bunnies here, with my small animal when I was younger, I fed them only pellets.
Yeah.
I had the biggest guinea pig in this case in the world, because that's really high in protein.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to supplement it with grasses and things like that, and that takes up some space in there. Then you're going to get into just the care. Their teeth, what you had chews for yours, because their front teeth continue to grow.
They don't stop growing, so you have to make sure they manicure their own teeth.
Right, and so all you got to do is put chews in there, and they take care of that for you. Then you're going to go into just the play stuff. If your child is oh, it's all about the bunny, and then 2 months later they're like going, I don't want to take care of the bunny. Well, then get a harness for them, and you put a harness on the bunny, take them outside.
That's what Charmer had. We went for walks.
There we go. And I say the bunny is usually going to take you for a walk.
Oh yeah, I mean they're not like dogs. They don't listen. You just have to follow them around.
You just like her going around. I remember with mine, we would go out into the yard. I would play with them. I had a little pen for a while. Well, I ended up finding out that my guinea pig in this case wouldn't run away. And so in the morning, after years of experience, we would actually put him out into the yard. There was no cats, so we didn't have that issue either. And he'd roam around, and then in the evening would pick him back up. So there's so many different things that you're going to find out about your pet, and you work with them on that. And they're a fun, interactive pet as a result.
And they can be socialized too. If you do have dogs, if you do have cats, they can work really well with them.
So dogs are pack animals, and cats can kind of figure things out. Okay, you don't want me to eat it. So the more they see you interact with a pet, the more they associate, oh, that's not food, that's something to interact with socially rather than eating.
It's a process, though.
Even with a bird, we had a bird in our house. I think it was 6 years, and we still said, I'm not sure if I want to let our cat go one-on-one with that bird alone and all that. So we always were supervising the play. But never once after that, a couple of years, did the cat ever bad at it or anything like that to go after it.
Because they follow you.
Right. There is that social behavior that they'll follow on that.
So if maybe you've been thinking about getting a pet, or your kid's been wanting one, but you're not quite up for what a dog has, and you want more than a cat, I mean, bunnies are a great option. Like I said, you take them on walks, you can litter train them. They're wonderful pets. So stop in at Petland if you want to learn more about that. Talk to Ron about the options and the care and the kind of babies that you can grab for your Easter holiday. 7:34 right now. Thanks for waking up with us here on Fox 28 and our little bunny friends we've got here. Coming up, we've got some fresh winning distillery treats from Cedar Ridge. They're going to